To unravel the mysteries of some of the most miraculous phenomena on Earth is beyond the capabilities of man. The unknown baffles our greatest scholars. The unknown will never, and cannot be baffled, by the mysteries and the phenomena of what is owned by the source.
Hence, why label-less, the creator of all nations, left us in the mental state, to unravel the dangers, which live within our gift, the earth.
The mystery of I, who writes while sleeping, baffled many, who has seen my right hand in action, and the miraculous words that comes through the hand, is wisdom beyond the wits of us all.
To embrace the words, and adhere to their wisdom, is not a challenge, it's knowledge, outside all institutions of Earth, but wisdom to your ears on our Earth plane. In this post, the source channels information on HIN1 swine flu. Swine flu, rightfully called swine influenza, is found in pigs, and it is a respiratory disease, in the pigs, caused by a type A influenza virus. The Health Protection Agency admits that this virus is highly contagious, and spreads quickly, from one person to another. Some of the way it spreads is through coughing and sneezing. A cough or a sneeze can spread through one of your micro droplets, about 3 to 4 feet, while others catch this deadly infection. You may decide to cover your hand or mouth to prevent this from spreading, but remember, using your hand to cover your nose and mouth, and using the same hand to touch another, or leaving this droplet on surfaces, is dangerous to the person who never knew, and you have just spread the deadly infection.
It is important to remember that this virus can live and remain alive on a surface for over 24 hours, and the incubation period in humans is 48 hours.
The symptoms of swine flu are much the same as ordinary flu, with added vomiting and diarrhea in some cases. One of the preventative methods is simple: sniff and sneeze spreads disease. Sniff it in your handkerchief. That's an old saying, and we should follow that. We must clean all areas that we contaminate to stop the spread to innocent people. Frequent hand washing is recommended to contain the virus, and if you use tissue, dispose of it in the correct places. The known fact from our authorities tells us that this virus is from pigs, but is it? What if it's not? What if this virus was man-made? What if the swine is human, the maker behind the virus, which is contaminating humans? You decide.
The writing from my unconscious sleep state says,
I say unto the ear of ears, the HIN1 is a combined hybrid virus, created by the science swines of man, for public crucifixions. Biological chemical, are used to fight against humans, that multiply on Earth. The combiners, of human cells, with animals and biological chemicals, are lethal to the weakness of my people. Your ancestors, from the tombs will punish. Eloi, yea I say unto you, the dangers of your cruelty, will spread from tomb to tomb. The abomination of your cruelty, will live in your offsprings, and join you in your punishment. Unto you I gave the knowledge, to mix the combination of earth, which was taught to cure the damage cultivated by corporates, within the earth, of man and woman. Reveal our words, on the condition of the mind, and how to use the method taught, to cure, the inner being, from foreign invaders. Uplift, and cure our people, of the deadly HIN1 plaque. Strengthen the weakness, from the combination of faiths, which teaches outside the truth. Teach, to give praises, unto I label less of all nations. To use the eye of a needle to teach, in small doses. Use my earth to collect in folds. The truth lies dormant, beneath which covers the spirit of I wake up, from the spiral without knowledge, to the wisdom that descends with words, to the inner being, that heals without eyes.
The unseen.
When you consider the headline news, from the Times of India, which clearly says HIN1 virus now spreading from humans to pigs on the 4th May 2009. It makes one think. The same article says, the same H1N1 strain, that is presently infecting humans, was found to have caused the infection in pigs. This is the first detection of the virus in pigs, which up until now, was being seen to be jumping, from human to human. What we must remember is the power of the mind. Your mind is a powerful source to your being, and it's like a tool.
Let's say you were a carpenter, or say a pharmacist. How would you complete a job without tools? Or administer medication without drugs? This is the same as your mind. It is the root of your being. Without the mind, is as if you are outside the control of your existence on earth.
Did you know you could rid any disease using the mind? Well, you can. You have the power within you. All you have to do is activate it. I sometimes wonder if I met Jade Goody, she would be here today. She was told she would depart from this earth plane within a month. Her mind was controlled by the medical team. If she only used her mind to eradicate doubt and take control of her inner being, she could be with us today. She became attached to her disease and looked forward to her departure from us, based on the advice given by her team. Mind over matter, bless her. If Jade Goody had used her inner tool to maximize her potential through the power of her own subconscious, maybe she would be around us today. This is not to rule out doctors, but the real doctor to self is self. The healing method, from mind to body, can inject the correct prescription, from inner self to outer, all courtesy of you. This also includes the HIN1 virus and any other illnesses. It's the process of you being in control of you. It's about you having the ability to be in tune with the chemical balances to your being. It's not about you believing in you, it's about you knowing you, self. Being sensitive to its sensitivities. It's about consciousness of the mind, that will prescribe to the body of self. Your first task is to detox the mind or filter. A cup that is full of a lovely brew of herbal mint will not take any more boiling water if you continue pouring. A few ways you can detox the mind into the body of self, is to encourage a tidy mind, filter all negativity, leaving it pure and refined. Enjoy the source of fresh air, while you practice the art of breathing to accomplish the true gifts that surround you, seeking a sense of purpose in life. Adapting to healthy activities like Reiki, yoga, Tai Chi, and adhering to therapies using the mind and body exercises, meditation, will give you sense of belonging, with calmness and more focus. Visualization sets you on the correct path, visualizing before you're there. Your rewards will be worth it. Knowing yourself and adhering to the responsibility of knowing is a key factor in healing. The mind can heal all ailments, when you use it in connecting to your body ailments, and this can be done by simple visualization techniques to the ailment you need to be rid of. I have used this technique several times, and it's the ideal prescription to self. Mental visualization and communication is using the mind to self, with the brain and vibrations in outer silence. Taking outer control of the inner you, from the mind, that which is outside the body. You can also use the mind by allowing your body to hover or float, during the time you heal, it like astro traveling. With this method the mind controls the brain waves, in sending messages, through the visualization of self, using the patterns of vibrations from the mind. This signals particular cells like soldiers of the body, to relay the messages to cure. The mind and the body can communicate, and it's just that you have to get it in the correct gear. Once you can synchronize the body functions with the mind, it's an ailment of recovery. Life on Earth has its own dimensions, and one can graduate from one dimension to another, but still on the Earth plane. Realization is thoughts understood, and if you can understand the realization of how you can cure self, you are in control of your full facility. Knowing is not a weakness, but to believe you cannot cure this virus or any virus is a weakness of self, and this is where you allow outside soldiers to take control and administer their possibilities of their mind, to be correct, which may be outside yours, and invasions of aliens to your being. If you have tried and you cannot succeed, then there are herbs, from the source of man, that can help, but to take control from the mind is more powerful. Part 2, on this article for the herb cure will be out soon. You have tool, the prescriptions, the keys, your dedication, your willpower, with complete satisfaction, and no invasion. Cure yourself from HIN1 and be rid of this deadly plaque, only you have the combination to your mind. You have now completed the source channels. Heal yourself from HIN1 The Swine Flu Part 1. See the other video and get wisdom beyond beings. T.